We were all about sustainability, and you had total buy-in.
Armed with renewed resolve, the company battled for survival as it confronted intense economic challenges.
Well, for the first 5 years, they were fantastic. We were in a rising market, and marketplace was strong. These savings were kicking in. The new product ideas were germinating, and the customer goodwill was developing, and it was all a rising tide too in the buoyant marketplace. And the results were fantastic. In the third quarter of 1998, corporate world woke up to the fact that Y2K was coming. And there was, this abrupt shift to get our computers right, get ready for the millennium rollover. We reckon $500 billion got spent worldwide, directed at computers, which is a lot of money that didn't get spent on carpets and furniture and the area that we operate in. And then the dot-com collapse. And then not long after that, we had 9/11, and we all know had the devastating effect that's had on the economy and everybody's confidence. So for 5 years now, we've been fighting through the most severe recession in our history, and maybe in our industry's history.
Our industry, the commercial interiors industry, unprecedented downturn, lost, arguably 40% of its revenue, lost 8 years worth of revenue growth. I think the times that try you the most are when you get yourself in the survival mode. I mean, when you get into that mode and you're trying to find that next day, is when you start challenging, why am I doing anything but surviving? It was tough. I mean, everybody around this table probably said there were plenty of days you're like, what am I doing? We need to hang on, make it through this, because we're really after something. I think if we had not had that, this company would have been in big trouble.
And it's just been hell. Yet there's never been a thought of turning back, not a thought of turning back.
These challenging years chiseled Interface into a lean and agile organization. It emerged from these difficult years more passionate than ever about its vision of sustainability, with new innovations and products reflecting that commitment. The new i2 products have translated sustainability into product attributes.
When our product development people got it, and began really to approach the product design function from the point of view of sustainable design, it opened up undreamed of possibilities. When our head of product design read biomimicry, and he got it, and he began then to look to nature and get his people to look to nature for inspiration.
This is a great example of how a corporation can do the right thing and be hugely profitable. The i2 collection and these random thread-up patterns that come out, okay, they're not only marketable, people want to have them. They want to buy them because there's benefit to them, new value, but they also run great through manufacturing. I mean, they were set up from a supply chain standpoint so that we minimize the number of SKUs coming through. I mean, this didn't just happen. Product development, sales, and operations all came together at one point.
It set a new trend really in the industry. People are trying to imitate it.
We're today getting products out of that process we never ever would have gotten before. Our products are the best they've ever been.
Beyond just new product development, Interface is discovering new technologies, continuing to show that profitability and environmental responsibility are not mutually exclusive concepts.
Methane is 23 times more powerful as a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So when you do burn it and capture its energy, convert it to carbon dioxide, you've reduced its global warming potential 23 times. When we went to the city of LaGrange, Georgia here, and asked them if they'd ever checked the methane being produced by there, one of their landfills. And when they finally looked and measured, they were amazed. So we've persuaded the city of LaGrange to invest the $3 million to cap this landfill, capture the methane, and pipe it 9 miles to our factory. The city of LaGrange is making a profit on their investment. We're buying energy for less than we were paying for natural gas, and the earth is winning. Win, win, win. And then the result of that is a North American carpet business, a $500 million business that's climate neutral. Climate neutral. No net contribution to global warming. I think there are whole new technologies, whole new industries waiting to be born.
Today, Interface is a recognized example of a company striving to become sustainable. A recent ranking of international companies recognized for their commitment to sustainability placed Interface first in North America and third internationally, behind British Petroleum and Shell.
I know that now that we've created a different model for the industrial enterprise. The thought that such a company could eventually not take another drop of oil from the earth and not have any smokestacks on its factories and be taking nothing and doing no harm. That's a different model for industry, but every day we're more convinced than the day before that it's a viable model, and we will get there.
Our approach to sustainability is one of the few concepts that are being accepted and working on an almost global basis.
It's not just one small group on the side, but I can talk to the people, in the plant, the operating people. They understand what renewable energy is and why we need to buy it. Really covers the entire corporation, not only in LaGrange, Georgia, but talk to the people in Australia and Thailand, Europe, California, they get it as well.
One thing that drives Ray every day when he gets up is sustainability and how to influence the world.
And that's our reason for being, in a way, is to become the example, prove the model, and attract other companies to this better way to make a bigger profit. And we move on to where we think we're headed and become that example. And then there's a tipping point out there somewhere.
The Interface sustainability journey has been punctuated with challenges and triumphs. There is no doubt that the vision first articulated by Ray Anderson in 1994 has redefined the purpose of business and influenced many. And what began as one man's vision is now the defining passion and purpose of an entire organization.
There's so much alignment in this company, not just because of I2, this product, but there's alignment on who we are, where we're going, what we want to be, that I think that makes this company at this time on the color more towards the gold.
People have a sense of really how cool this place could be. Yeah. And their frustration is less about, woe is me, how excited. It's more like, I know,
timing,
I know
balance.
I know we can get there. We just can't quite get there.
I remember we were sitting at the corporation launch in New York City. Someone came up and was talking, and they said, "Oh, so who are you with?" And I said, "Oh, we're with Interface." And they said, "God, aren't you just proud?" People, I think, get up and come to work every day, at Interface, knowing that they're doing